guys are wondering what I'm trying to do here right now, I'm just confused. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. I'm caught up in my own dilemma. I have 3 monitors here. This one here is a Samsung 27 inch. This one is a Dell 24 inch. And here I have another Samsung 27 inch. I'm trying to make up my mind about which monitor will be my day-to-day go-to monitor for my photography editing and videography editing work. Let's just take a look at this one in random order, in no particular order or of sorts. So this one is 27 inch monitor. It's a true color monitor. It's 2K screen monitor, so it's expected to reproduce the color rendition very well in comparison. I'll tell you a little secret. This could be, I have a feeling, my winner among the 3, but I'm going to let you decide which one you think personally would work for you. So talking about the features, so this one here, this one has up-down movement. It's very smooth, very easy, and I simply love this feature, unlike the previous monitor that I have here, which I'm going to talk about next in the following feature review. And this also has a tilt, which is a normal feature for any monitor for that matter. One of the best features, it's all in here. What I mean by that is this base that you see here, it's a heavy monitor. It's one of the heaviest monitors I've had. This has an inbuilt speaker right here, believe it or not. And maybe you have come across something like that, but for me, this is one of the best that I have come across so far. Not only that, you can also see on the side here, there are 2 USB ports. In addition to that, all the ports, connection ports, are right at the back here. You know what that means? That means less clutter, neater desk, and visually amazing to look at. So you can see all the ports available here. I'm just going to walk you through quickly the ports that are here. You can see the PC in, that is the 3.0 USB connection, the DP in, which is the display port connector, the DVI, and right next to it is the HDMI, and that is, you can also use it as the MHL port, which means you can connect your mobile devices, including your tablets, and screen directly to this monitor as well. And right in the corner is the power port. So that's as far as the port goes, and the speakers, it's heavy for me to maneuver to show you the speakers, but trust me, it's a very good speaker. I've tried it already, and that's why I say it could be the winner for me. But for the benefit of everyone and for fair comparison, I'm going to switch over and show you the other monitors as well. So let's move on to the next. Okay. So here is another Samsung monitor. This was my previous daily driver monitor. I used it for extensively about 2 years since I got it. I also picked this up as a second-hand monitor since I needed a bigger screen. So nothing much to talk about it. You can see it's got one of the old style thicker bezels, but which also obviously increases the footprint. But it's a lovely monitor. It's a full HD monitor with good color reproduction. There's one secret to it. It's also a TV, which means that it also performs as a regular TV. If you have a Samsung remote, it works on it, so you can actually use it as a Samsung TV as well. Other than that, well, next I'm just going to show you the ports. So let's flip it around. Alright, let's talk about the ports available on this monitor. So your regular power monitor, power socket here. Then you have your RCA, because as I mentioned, it's a TV as well, so it has a TV connection, the antenna connection, the RGB connection if you use RGB, and the audio in as well, so the DVI port, and the HDMI and VGA as well. So it offers all these ports, so it offers a lot of flexibility as well. In addition to that, it also has a Kensington block option available here, and that's not it. What you could also see is another 2 ports right here, the common interface port and USB port as well. So you have the options of using all of this. It's a lovely monitor. I mean, of course, everything wears out. With technology, you always want something better. So as far as this goes, this is the second option. I'm gonna move on to the next one now. Finally, I'm gonna talk about the latest one that I've got, which is the Dell 24-inch sharp display. This is quite popular for one good reason, or actually a couple of reasons, more than just one. One of them being the thinnest bezel. This is a 24-inch form factor, and the footprint is much smaller in comparison. You can imagine I use this one as a 27-inch monitor, and the footprint is large, even though the screen size is large. It's only 3-inch more than this one, but you can see the difference between the two of them. So coming back to this one, so this also has the up-down feature, so you can actually adjust the height. In addition to that, it has a tilt function as well, the variable tilt, and also in addition to that, which I have probably mentioned earlier, you can rotate the screen to a complete 90-degree portrait mode, which is amazing. This is the first monitor that I've had as with this option. So I can't think of a reason why I would use it, because I mostly use a monitor for editing work, and this is not a touchscreen. I would have preferred this orientation for if it was a touchscreen, but it's not. But it might come in handy for people who wants to display this at at an exhibition or something like that. So that's what I can think of. Other than that, there's one additional feature which I had not noticed until I had actually read through all the features, and that's you can actually rotate it from the base without having to move the base, and that's the maximum rotation sideways you can actually pan it to. So yeah, so that's these are all the physical features of the monitor. Next we're just gonna move on to the ports. Okay, so for the ports now, you see all the ports are nicely organized. This is one good feature about the monitor as well. It's nicely designed, a lot of thought process has gone into it. To actually access the ports, you have to open up this panel right here, and I will show you the ports that are available right here. You will see them all lined up. The power socket port, the display port, the mini display port, another display port. The reason behind these two display ports is that you can actually do what do you call it, daisy display kind of, if that's the right word. Let me just mention that in the description. But basically the daisy chain display. So basically what it means is, if you have a similar monitor, you can attach the two of them side by side, which nearly gives you a bezel-less kind of a continuation of a display, and you can run one HDMI, one display port through between the two monitors, and one connecting to the source, which is your computer, PC, or the laptop, which avoids a lot of clutter. So that's an amazing feature this one comes with, and the design process is also based on that. In addition to that, you also see two HDMI, so you can do that with HDMI cables as well. The exact same thing, the daisy chain connection. And this one is the auxiliary connection right here, the USB 3.0, and then the regular USB Type A connectivity ports as well. Well, that's not it, but also you can see right here another USB port, and there's a reason for it. What I understand is, for me, if I had to use this, I would use this for charging my phone or a tablet, which I'm probably working on at the desk, without having to reach out to a power socket or without having to reach out to any other port. So it's nice to have this feature. And last but not the least is the Kensington power, the lock feature. And what you would also notice right here at the bottom, and the reason I'm going to put it in this position for you and cover this up so you get an exact idea what it's going to look like. Bear with me a second. And alright, once you cover this up, you see the bottom opening here. That's basically to pass through all the cables. And to keep your desk more organized, you can pass them through here as well, which means that you have no clutter lying around, and it's all passed through over here. So this is a good design feature. That's all I can talk about this monitor. And now for the last part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on all of them, connect all of them, and let's go through the features and the settings on the screen itself, and you can actually see for yourself what the display looks like while they're connected. So for the last part, I'm just going to go through each one of these. I'll quickly give you a demo of the screens. Let's start with this one right here. This is a 27-inch Samsung. So here's what the screen resolution looks like. I'm playing 4K video right here, and as you can see, the color reproduction and the resolution of the screen looks pretty good. I'm going to quickly take you through the menu settings as well. You've got all the different options for picture, sound, channel, system, and so on, and you can also change the source to all the different connectivities available, and you've got the volume and the power button here as well as the channel. So since it functions like a TV, you've got the features like a TV as well. Moving on to the next one, the Dell. This one is, as you see, the 24-inch, smaller bezels. You might probably enjoy this better because it gives you more of an immersive look and feel. The color reproduction is pretty good. It's warmer than this one, although this one you can adjust the kind of picture style that you prefer. And here, coming back to the features, so you would see there are a couple of menu options available here. This is predominantly to do with the monitor settings, with brightness, contrast, input source, color settings, display port settings, energy saving. It provides you an inbuilt energy saving setting, menu settings and other settings, and also some personalization. This is a full HD 60 Hz. Both are 16 Hz refresh rate monitors, and you would also see the power switch right here. These are touch panels, and I've heard some reviews about the same, and they said they've been struggling to use it, but I don't see a problem with that. Maybe it could be to do with some of the one-off monitors. And last but not the least is the Samsung Super 27-inch that I got recently. I really like the color reproduction, this quality of display on this one, and as you can see, the refresh rate on this one is also, I believe, 60 Hz. I'm not sure if it can take a higher refresh rate, but it's a 2K display, and I love the way it looks. So as you can see, I am most likely going to stick to this one as my primary driver from now on. The displays are pretty good. I'm going to let you decide which one, according to you, is the best bang for the buck, and which one is your preference, depending on your desk size, your workstation size, or even, for that matter, the one that is available. So I would recommend either one of these. They are good in their own way, and it serves its purpose as far as the monitors go, because it provides the sufficient amount of connectivity ports. The screen pretty good. They are minimum of 60 Hz, which is a standard. Thank you for tuning in, and please like, subscribe, and share the video if you like it, if you find it helpful. And don't forget to hit the notification icon for my upcoming videos. If you like this kind of videos, comparison videos, I'll be encouraged to do more. So thank you very much again, and stay safe.